It's your boy. Hey, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the basic. Check out the deuces. How we do text baby man that is back. You know what it is. Do this, do this. The only place you ever go get it, ever go get it is right back basic. Check out the deuces. How we do text baby man that is back. You know what it is. Do this, do this. And today's topic I'm going to talk about is I really want to do this video about the Moors, man, because who are the Moors? Who are they? Who is these people? Because it says right here that the Moors are the medieval. Okay. It says right here that the Moors are the medieval. The Moors are the medieval Muslims inhabit of the Iberville in Pennsylvania and in Sicily and Manila. The Moors was arrived in the Moors of the arrived in the Iberville in Pennsylvania in 711 and called the territory an Isle and Albert Isle and Dallara, and the area is which at the peaking included in what it is today most of Spain and Portuguese and in part of the South French. They are operated in Menta on the Sicily in 827 and in 1224 was expelled to the in settlements of Leicester, which was destroyed in 1300s. The religion of differences of the Moors Muslims that led to a country as longer as conflict with the Christians kingdom of Europe and called in the Spain in the requisite question and the following of Granada in 1492 saw the end of the Moors ruled in Aberdeen. So they was ruled over there in Europe. Okay, the term Moor has been the use in Europe in barrels and the border and somewhat is the classically in the sense to refer to as Muslim, and especially those are the Arabs or Berber descent, however, live in Spain or North Africa during in the colonization era in Portuguese and introducing of the name Creoline of Moor and modern Europeans, and that applied to the name to the Arab and Berber and Muslim European and Sub-Saharan Africa. Then tell me this, people, because they're trying to say they don't know who these people were. But why is it said right here? When the Romans reacted with later in requestment a part of the Margarita, stated that it covered of the modern Morocco and western and Acadata and the Spanish city and Senegal and Manica during the classic period. The people of the region are noted in the classical in Leipzig as Mortua, which was in requestment as the redeemed as a Moor in English. It is an offered. It is offered a comment in the modern times to the reply and the parliament of the Moor or Moors to the North Africa, and especially in the Morocco and all through the found this the classification. and let the door of these in Zivville, with, writing in the seventh century, claiming that the Latin word and Marcellus was the derivative from the Greek word Marcellus, and which is a Greek word for black. So these people actually were black. But the thing is, look at it. If these people are not black, then why is it they classified these people as Europeans? Look what it says: Moors in Europe and the Germany and the Holocaust. Look at this, holding a damn a Switzerland flag. See, they won't show you this, but I would. And you see, it said nunnery of the house of the black and the head of the house of the Moors. You got to know your history, man, because these people were slaves, and I guarantee they've been slaved by they slaved Slava people. They fucked the women, and also they slaved Latino people. See, this is why you need to know who these people were, because I'm gonna tell you, and they said they was biggest, not only uh, uh, teach European science, but also they would sail 700 years. If you look at the store 7-Eleven, it named after the Moors. And I bet you them Arabs and Hindus knew who these people were. I bet you Europeans know who they were. But they're going to try to say that these people are European. They look like they black if you ask me. See, people know your history, man, because this is why they call it, that explains why the Black Death, when the Moors got killed off over there in Spain or Europe, and they name of the service of dinner named after them, and what they did to the Native Americans. Thanksgiving, thanks to give. We give, and they roast these people. They roast them up. Because I remember Conspiracy did a video about this. One, they did to Native Americans. They cut the Native American woman's baby. They cut the woman out the woman and use as a football head and kick it right near and make it as a goalpost. That's sad. That's sad that the white pilgrims did that to the Native Americans. Shame on them for doing that. Shame on them for doing that. And I would have killed their ass myself if they did some shit like that. You don't do no human being like that. Just like you got the Moors that they killed off because they got tired of slaving Europeans, which is not right. Nobody shouldn't slave anybody. But I guarantee they probably get killed by the Catholic Church or the so-called Knight Templars came in and took the order and run in. After they took off the Moors, then they took it in the Knight Templars. And the Knight Templars turn against the church and go against them and take them off the Knight Templars, as we know is today the Ku Klux Klan. And then you got the Nation of Islam, they're descendants from Moors. I guarantee you this. Because look how this stuff would show. Look, I don't believe in slave anybody, but this is not right in whatsoever. No wonder why they call it the Dark Ages, because that's when the Moors was run people in Europe. They running things. No wonder why they set sail. I guarantee these castles built by Moors. I guarantee you was over there in Europe. I guarantee, even in Spain, I guarantee you this. And I guarantee you this though, that everybody knows who they are and who we are. Look, I'm going to say this, man. This is why you need to know your history, because they're not going to teach you anything they teach you. And why they never teach this in my school? Because they don't want us to know who we really is. And they colonize them and make them seem like Moors is European. But yet, Moors, look at them. They are black. If they're not black, what are they? Do you know who you are? Because I know who I am. Because everybody knows who we is. Europeans, Mexicans, and everybody else know who they are. I mean, they know who we are. But do you know who you are? And it's sad we're the only group who don't know this kind of stuff. And we should have known this by now. And no wonder why they call it the so-called Black Plague, the Black Death, the Dark Ages, because the Moors was running over there in Europe and they took them off of power in the 1300s. But they was set sail 700 years. 700 years that explained they was been educated by these people. They were created the black and white checkerboard. They the ones created the goddamn calendars. For them trying to say that blacks don't have nothing to do to pay tribute to doing great things, how come they never mention these people? How come they never mention these people? That's my commentary in the story. That's why you need to know who you are. Because if I know who I am, you got to know who you are. And I'm just really done with this moment. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics. Chuck of the Deuces. How we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.